What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I'm BRAVExHERO, and in today's video we're going to be going over one of the craziest builds I've ever used in Destiny. But I do want to proceed with caution. If you don't really like receiving hate mail, then I don't recommend this build for you, since you are going to be making a lot of Guardians really salty in the Crucible. But before we go any further, for those of you new to the channel, welcome. I'm BRAVExHERO, and I'm your resident Crucible enthusiast who spends all his time in the Crucible finding ways to play and or make guides and tips and videos to help others improve. So if you enjoy this video, then you might want to consider checking out my other videos where I help with guides and other builds. And if you enjoy those, then you might want to consider subscribing. But enough messing around, let's get into the video. Now, I'm going to go about this video in the easiest way possible. We will be going over the setup of the build, what mods, weapons, and armor are needed, and how this build fares in the Crucible. Is it a gimmick or is it a beast of a build? So let's get started with the setup. Now, you're going to need the following mods. The first mod is going to be Taking Charge, which makes you charge with light when you pick up an orb. Then you need the mod Stacks on Stacks, which grants you an extra stack of charged light when you become charged with light. Essentially, guys, you gain 2 stacks of charged light for every one you pick up. After that, you're gonna want to use the mod Charge Harvester, which reads, when you are not charged with light, any kill or assist has a chance to cause you to become charged with light. So those are the mods are solely focused on allowing you to become charged with light, which is essential for the next part of the build. Now, moving on to the main mod of the build, which is going to be High Fire Energy, which reads, while charged with light, gain bonus damage to weapon damage. Each defeated combatant consumes a stack of charged light. Now, that right there is the main build. You may want to adjust your stats wherever you need to. I was able to adjust them between all my gear because remember, guys, your main goal is to maximize all chances of becoming charged with light, which is why we are using Taking Charge, Stacks on Stacks, and Charge Harvester. Now, moving on to the armor and weapon setup. For the weapon of choice, we are going to be using MONARQUE, aka Lemon Arc. Get that right, guys? Now, for the armor portion, this portion is optional. For hunters, you're gonna want to equip the Oath Keepers. The reason I'm suggesting you use them is this will allow you to land those critical poison shots, which will cause your enemy to burn out. Now, if you are a Warlock or Titan, I'm sorry, you chose the wrong class. Just playing, but again, it would have been nice if you guys had Oath Keepers, but you don't. But you can still accomplish it, guys, all right? Now, the final setup is very simple. You first want to get charged with light. That can either be by picking up an orb that either you created or an orb created by your teammates. Now, if you can't pick up an orb, this is where Charge Harvester kicks in. Kills or an assist has a chance to charge you with light. Now, moving on to the final part of the build, which is going to be the execution. Once you become charged with light, this is where you need to swap over to the Lemon Arc and land a perfect pull critical shot. Now, for my Titans and Warlocks out there, you will have to time your shot to be precise to land that critical shot. But for hunters, if you're utilizing the Oath Keepers, it'll be much easier for you. But when you land that critical shot, aka what I like to call the money shot, this is gonna burn your enemy out. You will see a critical number of 181. Then the tick damage of 3 will kick in and finish the job. And just like that, boom. This is why I suggested Oath Keepers, because it will guarantee you a perfect pull shot. But that right there, guys, once you see 181 pop up as a critical shot while you are charged with light and High Fire Energy kicks in, that right there is the build. Now, moving on to, is this viable? Iron Banner is out right now. And if you want a build, you want a powerful build, this is going to be it, guys, because is this build a gimmick? Is this build something you can main this season? Overall, yes, this is the main build I'm going to recommend this entire season. I've got a few more builds coming out, but the main reason is even if you are not charged with light, you can still activate Charge Harvester, which will then grant you a chance to become charged with light. So ultimately, you can run this loadout normally, guys. I was running around with the Dire Promise and Lemon Arc, and I was still very successful. But again, I noticed once I became charged with light, it was game over for anybody I hit. Again, guys, you can run around with this build normally. You can shoot people with lemon arc, and at the end of the day, if you kill them and become charged with light, well, now you have a one-hit bow kill, which is amazing. This is why Charge Harvester is very powerful. For those of you out there who have been around the channel for a while, I made this same build, a similar build, but it required a Warlock and an Empowering Rift. And the biggest setback I said in that video was this build right here only works when you are stationary. But with the current mods that we have right now, this build allows you to play your normal game. It allows you to move around the map normally, and at the same time, once you become charged with light, you now have a one-hit kill at any time you become charged with light. Overall, guys, I recommend that for those of you looking to meme in the Crucible, if you want to meme in Iron Banner, this is an amazing build. Is it a gimmick? No. It is a powerful build that, again, I'm going to recommend this entire season. This is going to be the go-to build. It is better than the Ariana's build. It is better than the Sturm build. This right here is a deadly build. And with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy content like this, then feel free to hit that subscribe button, because again, guys, if you want to support the channel, the best way you can go about supporting the channel is hitting that subscribe button, because it really helps me out. Now, if you found this to be the type of Destiny content you like to see, then again, do me a huge favor and leave that thumbs up, because it lets me know to make more videos like this. And again, if you haven't followed me on Twitch, head over there right now to twitch.tv/BRAVExHERO, because you might catch me live doing fun stuff in the Crucible, or just coming up with fun builds. With that, you guys are awesome, and I will see you in the next video.